It's morning here on Seal Island, and now heading off to Skye. Its destination is to be Mallaig for the ferry across. So I've got around an hour in hand at the moment, which isn't a lot really, all things considered, with the weather, which is damp, and in fact I'll probably need to stop for some petrol. I stayed at a really nice bed and breakfast last night. I'll put the details below. So if you're this way, definitely recommend that one, especially the breakfast. People who run it are vegans. Let's try their breakfast, which is vegan pancakes, fruit, and oh my goodness, it was so delicious, so nice. Wished I knew how they put it together, so recommend that one. Of course, forgot to say, it's been raining overnight. Not seen rain for probably 8 weeks. So it's a bit strange to see this sort of wet stuff on the front of the bike. But of course, there's one reason for that, and one reason alone. Tonight's my first night camping. So it's bound to be wet and damp and manky. Anyway, we're not at Skye yet, we're not at the campsite, so it might actually be dry. Wherever you go, it's beautiful. It's just, if you wanted to design a planet and make it as beautiful as possible, you couldn't do better than this. I mean, the sun's not even out, and it's just absolutely wonderful. What a way to see it on a bike. Brilliant. This is Oban. Quite a sizable town actually. I have to make the ferry for 1 o'clock to Mallaig to Skye. I think being a Sunday, the gap between that one and the next one is after 5 in the evening. So I had a choice to make. I decided the 1 o'clock ferry would be makeable, but of course it means that I haven't got the spare time to dilly-dally on my way there. The bridge over the Falls of Lorna. Once a railway bridge. Filmed it last year, of course. Brilliant. Got some good views off this bridge. So I've been going in and out of dry road, wet road, even a patch of sunshine. But ahead looks ominous. The GoPro's picking that up. This is nice. Back by the water's edge. The Connell Bridge. My first bike of the day. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good morning, of course. Silly me. It's a nice view just there. Onich, this place is called. Now, Fort William. Going to be going that way in a moment, across there. Heading due west instead of north. So to my right there, well into the cloud, is Ben Nevis. I can't see now, there's some houses in the way. I can't see now, there's a cloud in the way. But yeah, Ben Nevis is up there. Oh, straight ahead now, there we are. The railway to Mallaig, Fort William to Mallaig, runs alongside the road here. And as I was going across the canal back there, I think, oh, a lot of people. Of course, they weren't waiting to watch a boat, or maybe they were, but I think they're waiting to watch the steam train. In the summer they run steam trains between Fort William and Mallaig. Very popular, I'm sure. People trying to follow in the footsteps of Harry Potter across the Glenfinnan Viaduct. It's the Glenfinnan tourist area. You can see they've got the traffic cones. Stop people from parking all over the place. Look at the rain coming. Ugh. Oh, it's not nice. I'll keep my hood down. They've blocked it off. Too many people here. Steam train coming. Where's the viaduct? Oh, rushing off with their cameras to get the kettle. Oh, there, it's over there. Well, I think that's answered my photographic idea. I shan't bother. I'll stay wrapped up in my warm helmet. Stay in the dry. Give the camera a little wipe, actually. Certainly bleak at the moment. Yes, the rain has really hit. Funny though, because sort of cocooned I am in this cockpit of dryness. Heated grips on, my waterproof gloves, storm guard jacket and trousers, which keep me totally dry and warm. Boots, can't see those, can you? Totally waterproof, everything. So I'm sort of in a cocoon of comfort, warmth, despite the rain. So when you feel sorry for motorcyclists in the rain, yeah, feel sorry for them, unless they're on a GS. There's a little viaduct there. Looks like the railway goes straight into a rock face, into a tunnel or cutting. Is it a tunnel or cutting? Yeah, a tunnel. Wow, look at that. Now that would be a great place to drone if it wasn't for the rain. Morning. So nearly at Mallaig, plenty of time. I aborted the idea of taking the steam train picture because all the rain back there. Well, it seems dry here. Just as I get to the coast side. Anyway, I'm looking to see if there's a decent coffee place. Oh, so what we got here? Restaurant, lodge, spa shop. Looks like a tea room there. This is Mallaig. I think that's pronounced correctly. I think it's... No, I should say, rephrase that. I think I've pronounced it incorrectly. Just had a nice coffee at the cafe there. It's drizzling heavily. Sort of rainy drizzle. Anyway, let's get on the GS. Get going. Now, one of the things with getting on and off the GS with this bag is I've had to perfect a technique. So it's sort of hand on the bag, over like that, hop across, hold the brake, upright, and sort of the opposite to get off. Being a tall bike, it's a little bit trick, but we're there. Coming up towards Mallaig now. Only problem with this weather, it's not that it makes it gloomy. I quite like that moodiness. It's the fact the bike's getting dirty. Just think straight ahead. Looks like it. Ferry. Yeah, looks like a ferry thing, doesn't it? Alright, here we go. Ferry now, just swinging around to depart Mallaig, heading across the Skye. Nice cabin, got the helmet, sitting on the bench, reserving my seat, cup of tea. Every car alarm seems to be going off. No, my luck, it's probably the bike as well. Here we go. Isle of Skye. Well, what a road. Doesn't matter what the weather's doing, it's just special up here. Nowhere like it that I've ever been anyway. Very, very good. I took a screenshot of the weather radar just before I got off the ferry, showing rain just literally here, this southern part of Skye and across to Mallaig. So just bad luck really, but it does mean that it's dry at the top of Skye where I'm heading for camping, so it should be okay for erecting the tent unless some other evil rain comes in. The road here is steaming away. The GoPro's picking it up, but must be quite warm tarmac. That rain's sort of evaporating quickly. Look at this, some sun. Oh yes, that's better. Very good, very good. Anyway, coming into Portree. Need some motion. Petrol, in other words. So, top the tank time. A full tank of fuel, and I'm heading into Portree. Don't think I'm going to stop here. Seems like a lot of places are closed, unfortunately. So to the left is a ridge line. It's actually a massive landslip. The whole of this side of Skye collapsed down. I don't know how many million years ago it did it, but it ranges for quite a few miles. Not sure how many miles, but quite a few. Probably a 2-day walk if you was walking. But look at this dramatic weather. Clouds sneaking down into the valley here. Brilliant. Now, over there, appearing from under the cloud, is the Quiraing. Still part of the massive landslip, but that to me is the most amazing place I've ever been for walking. The drama, the rock formations, it's just breathtaking. I'm going to ride up there tomorrow, hopefully early morning, and we'll see what we can do with the camera. Well, that's just one hell of a view. mean, it's just unbelievable. Just the beauty here. This is the village of Staffing. Is it a village? Settlement, I would call it. So Staffing Bay, beautiful. I'm sort of leaving as the sun's coming out, but I've still got lots to see. So many more people there than when I've been before. Skye seems to be getting more and more and more popular. Amazing. So Staffing, at the very foot of the Quiraing. And what a dramatic landscape to have a house in. Oh my goodness, the Quiraing looks beautiful. I think I may have to take a photo of that. And where I can stop though. Need to keep my eyes peeled for vehicles. Here comes a van. Oh, he's waiting for me, thank you. Yeah, I think we have to stop here. Little snap. Wow, that is beautiful. Right, let's get the big camera out. GoPro. Well, there's some good. Whoop, there we are, another car coming. Some good drama there with the Quiraing. The sun whipping across it. I think this has to be. Skye has to be the hire car capital of Europe. I'm going to put on screen some photographs I took earlier, a few years earlier that is, when I walked up and over the top of the Quiraing. So they'll be appearing on the screen now. And what a day that was. Beautiful, beautiful weather, and the views were tremendous. It looks like a nasty hairpin coming up, so I'm going to keep my eye on the road coming down before I take the hairpin. Make sure that I await anything coming the other way. I'm okay at the moment. Oh, maybe it isn't quite such a hairpin. Still, don't want to meet anything on it. No, we're okay. Oh wow, look at that. Oh my god, it's amazing. I think I may have to stop again. The only problem is where do I put the bike? Can't really stop here. Well, I could stop there, look. Yeah, let's go over there. With care. That'll do nicely. So, could you vote for this as being the most dramatic landscape ever? I could, certainly in Britain. I mean, it's just amazing. I'll put up the photos I've just taken. Maybe I should stay here and take more. The way the patchwork of sunlight's going across the land. Should also fly the drone as well. Too many things to do. Not enough time. But tomorrow's a slower day. It's very limited parking up here. Oh, there's a tea thingy place. Look at that. Very entrepreneurial. People all over the place. So a little lesson if you're coming to Skye to look at the Quiraing. This has got bonkers as well. None of this was here last time I came. It wasn't any, well, almost no parking. Looks like this has all been put in recent times. Help the tourism, or attract it. Attract more traffic. I don't know. Shouldn't complain. I'm a tourist. I don't live here, so no better than anyone else, am I? Now the bleak moorland awaits me. It's here. It's now, and the campsite is definitely awaiting. So let's get there and get the tent up. 400 feet up, and the sea's just there. Watery stuff anyway. Thank you. And down there is Uig, where one can catch the ferry across to the Outer Hebrides, Lewis, Harris, those sort of places. So that wasn't something I was it was something I was considering doing, but decided against it. Otherwise I'd have been rushing too quickly around Scotland. Now this road is a biker's road. Hello. I say that and then suddenly temporary road surface. Whoops. Well, it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, this is a good bike road for sure. Be careful of the sheep though, going to that side. I'm heading towards Edinburgh, and that's where the campsite is. It's a Camping and Carrying Club campsite, the only one on Skye, so I'm lucky to get a place there, as they normally have very good facilities. Why am I camping and not in a hotel? Good question. Well, Skye gets booked up really early, and I probably should have looked much sooner if I wanted to stay in a nice B&B. Lots of very few places left available in locations I'd like to stay. Certainly, I think I prefer to be in a tent than a crummy place in the wrong place. I may regret that in 3 days' time after 3 nights under canvas. We'll see. First time on a motorbike on Skye, and the roads are, now they're dry, absolutely wonderful. Look at this, absolutely superb. Tarmac curving beautifully. Really good. Yeah, getting yourself up here on your bike. Brilliant. Looks like it's the campsite. Spot on 5 o'clock. Brilliant. So they've got a nice pitch for me. Suitable for bikes. Getting towards the Stein Inn, which is down there. Hedgerow's a bit tall, but these houses here, I think, have some of the most amazing views you could possibly have from your windows. I stayed in was it that bungalow? A bungalow along here on the left, and it was not that one. It was just amazing, the views a bit further up, especially at sunset time. So the sun sets over there, and wow. So I shall soon be fed and watered, and after we'll see what the night's like, but I might head to the peninsula, the Wattenish Peninsula itself, and to Trumpen, which is a ruined church. See if there's some photo opportunities there before heading back to the campsite. There we are, the Stein Inn. Park the bike somewhere. Maybe I'll turn round. Just had a nice meal at the Stein Inn. Sea bass and vegetables, very nice. The bike is awaiting, and the sun's out. Look at that. Could be somewhere foreign with these palm trees. Somewhere Mediterranean. But there we are. So, finished at the pub, had a great meal. Now, heading to Trumpen, the ruined church at the end of the peninsula. What a view. Absolutely wonderful. The visor doesn't do a lot. The sun's at the wrong angle. So I'm not sure if that cloud is going away, which is great if it is, or whether it's coming to, which is not so good. But then, considering it was cloudy when I got to the pub, I'll hope that it's going away. So this peninsula is called the Wattenish Peninsula. So it's one of the pointy northerly bits on Skye, not the most northerly bit, to the east of Dunvegan if you're looking at the map, and then it goes upwards north. But you do get a very good fantastic view of the Western Isles from up here. Oh, there we go, the peak's working well if I just tilt my head down. And it just amazes me with these people's homes and the views they get. Ooh, I like that one. Modern. Yeah, that's cool. There's a circular route here. I can go left, come back right, or I can go right, come back left. I'll go left, come back right. Now this was signposted Ardmore, which is a sort of lower piece of land just about joined to the mainland, to the peninsula, and it is a walk that I did 3 years ago and saw nobody, no one, not a person, which was good. Just had quite a successful photo, well I think it's successful, photo session at Trumpon Church and Graveyard. I was hoping for a sunset, but the clouds have taken over, but it was something else actually, in some ways better than the sunset could have been, so it was cool. Right, so a couple of camper vans there, but no one else visiting, so maybe it still is a little bit of a secret. Shh, don't tell anyone.